Obviously, I've been preparing for this moment my whole life. I just have to acknowledge what beauty there is in a bunch of strangers coming together because they believe in an idea and also they need to pay rent. But mostly because they believe in the idea, and to have such a great time over just 2 days and feeling like you've formed such a cool bond. I'm actually just really grateful to have been able to work on this because I've never worked on a food show of any kind before, so I'm so educated now. Mandi, I love your energy. I think you're so cool.
Thank you.
And now I understand why so many people like you.
Oh, thank you.
We are ready?
We are ready.
Smiles. 3, 2, 1, and action.
So really, right now I've got a stun on everyone. Cause this is my like the split in her is healing me.
Are you okay?
What's up, guys? Hi.
But she did such an amazing job. But was ever like on a set and I had a panic attack, I think I would call you and be like, things are not working out.
Like, tell me, what do you need? What do you need?
Yeah.
Do you need literally? Do you need like spices? Tell me.
The slip is good. It's healing me.
So what am I saying? What is this for?
A vlog.
Oh, this is for the vlog. This one, yeah. Please guys, don't believe what she says. So anyway, I've had so much fun working with Mandi. Are we ready?
He's been so bossy, rude,
This is what we're
hilarious.
This is what we're doing to Mandi's life in the next year, 2020. Cut. Let me just confirm my recording.
Should we say it?
Alright people, that's the wrap! Like the academy. This award. This feels so good. I want to thank with you. I want to thank my mama. And I want to thank God.
How you feeling? How you feeling, man?
Oh my god, that was so good.
Yes.
Especially since I worked with an amazing team. So that was what I'll say was so good about it. Wow, we did it. From like months of planning, literally months.
So this is how we are. All these bottles.
Sets. Make it rain.
Water, making it rain, literally.
I hope everybody's having a very great start to the new year. I have started with such great spirits. I think because it's weird. I kind of set like a timeline in my head of things that I want to experience ever since I finished Kenyan Christmas Throwdowns, and interestingly enough, everything has been playing out that way. After Kenyan Christmas Throwdowns, I think leading up to it, everything was so overwhelming. I was low-key burning out because I didn't have time to schedule posts for my Miss Mandi Throwdown page. I feel like I want to be much more meticulous with what I want to do this year in 2020. So one of the things that I had set out to do once I finished Kenyan Christmas Throwdowns was to more or less literally unplug, don't do any work, just relax. I feel like I've just been on go. Enjoy the fact that I wasn't gonna vlog for a certain period to kind of just figure out what I wanted to do better in 2020, or what is it that I want to switch up. Like, it's the big 3-0. It's not like numbers should change how you have an outlook of life, but I'm kind of like that person. It's because all of the life that I've been experiencing throughout my 20s was more or less like a, you know, so many learning curves to what I want to do better, or you don't even want to keep doing in your 30s. And today being January 3rd, I'm actually dumb excited about the year. Some of the things that I'm really trying to do better with this year, I just want to be much more meticulous with how I'm spending money, especially with some of the things that I want to do this year. They're going to require more money, more time, and yeah, I feel quite excited about the big 3-0, about this new decade. I feel excited about the work that I'm about to embark in. I've been writing my goals and visions, and I can't fail myself. Nah, 20s was fail, learn. Not to say that I'm not gonna do that in my 30s, but 20s was my fail, learn, what are you doing situation. And I feel like I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. So today I'm about to go shopping with the girls. I just purged all of my closet. And now I kind of just want to buy basics that I can be able to wear with the clothes that I have left in my closet. The old me, last year me, would have been at Java right now, grabbing like a coffee or something to drink. But the new me is gonna sit in the car. I'm gonna listen to some like Kwaito vibes, and I'm gonna put in some work. So far, my vision. Several hours later, I'm back. Plums were one of the things that I spotted when we were out there. So they have inspired my meal today. I'm gonna be making a plum sauce. This is already on my channel. And I'm gonna be making some brick chicken. So this is one whole chicken that I've cut into half, as you guys can see. So this is the half that I'm gonna be cooking today. This half, I'm gonna be marinating it, sorry, in some jerk sauce that I have in the fridge. Speaking of fridge, I always make my own jerk sauce, so there's plenty of that to marinate this chicken. You must think I got you joke when I say I don't think I can wait. I just need it now. That is really my way. I just need some. I've never admitted this out loud to other people. To my friends, yes, because we talk about it. But to other people, actually I have said it to other people so that it can enable us to get to know each other. But I'm hoping in 2020 we can normalize like people actually introducing themselves to me, or yeah, to me. I'm gonna speak about this from my perspective, to me, because I find it so interesting that I meet so many people who love what I do, appreciate what I do, who show love, or just say that I just watch your YouTube channel, and I think that's so amazing when I meet someone, because that person is familiar with me. They feel comfortable to just keep talking. And for me, I'm usually like, hold up, hold up. Like, what is your name? So I wish more people would introduce themselves, because it would make me feel, it feels much more, a little bit more comfortable and like familiar. I met somebody in the elevator, by the way. It was so awkward. I hope if I ever bump into you again, now you'll understand why it was so awkward. So I get into the elevator, I had just parked, I get into the elevator, she was already in the elevator. And we're riding up, and she says to me, oh, hi Miss Mandi. And I'm like, hey girl, how you doing? And she's like, oh, I watch your YouTube channel. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Then she goes like, so where you headed off to? I was like, damn girl, I don't even know your name. Like, what is your name? You know, she's comfortable with being familiar with me, but I'm just like, who are you? You know, so I can be able to have a reference point. Like, yes, Jane, I am headed to da 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 da, but there was no point to have a reference point to her apart from us being in an elevator together and her watching my work. So it was very interesting, uncomfortable, to some huge extension to me, because I was just like, damn, like, now I gotta tell you what I'm doing. Like, and to be clear, I am not entitled, I'm not feeling entitled to people having to say hello to me or anything like that. I just, or they owe me anything. I just feel like at the very least, just say who you are, because it would make me feel slightly comfortable. That comes to the end of the nuggets of Mandi. But anyway, my point is, let us normalize introducing yourself in 2020. Anyway, let's go get these nails done, because I look a hot mess and I can't go into day 5 and 6 of 2020 looking a mess.
You need to get done at work, come on. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get away to no long distance.
I am so glad that I'm about to head home. Actually, I'm about to go look for some plantains, hoping that I will find them. This is my last weekend of eating whatever the hell I want. One of the things that I've been doing is eating pasta uncontrollably, because I know what pasta does to my like midsection. Like the kind of seriousness that I want to have with the gym. And speaking of which, is anybody else terrified of like talking about like their gym goals out loud? I'm one of those people who just likes to keep them to myself, mainly because I don't like people holding me accountable and like trying to remind me of my goal, because I'm very diligent when I stick to my goal. So I find it so interesting when so many people are like, have you lost the weight? You didn't get abs. You're not as strong as you claim to be. And I'm like, this is why I don't talk about my goals out loud. Because I don't want that kind of energy. Like, I just want to focus and really just give it my all and be satisfied with that. So in the meantime, let's go find some plantains. Trust Gem Lane to have everything you need. And I have featured Gem Lane before on my vlogs, and these plantains are at their ripest. Okay, the darker they are, the sweeter they are. Speaking of which, would you guys like a better tutorial on like plantains, how to pick them, when to cook them, how to cook them, all of that stuff? Please let me know in the comment section below, because I feel as though every time I talk about plantains, people tend to always ask me, what are plantains? Are they the same as banana? How do you cook them? How do you know which ones to pick? So let me know if you guys would like a crash course. I really feel like I would give you guys the ultimate crash course. I just don't know how many people are down for it. Fingers crossed she has an avocado for today. Oh nice, she's even bringing options. No, is that your avocado? Sante. Okay, so I'm home now. I just warmed up some lunch, some leftovers, some mincemeat and rice. Vegetable, kind of bummed about that. There's something else that was on my mind that I wanted to discuss, which is, it's so interesting how consistently when I do like an ask me anything, I tend to get asked one question like, why did you move back home? What has made you stay? Now, when I went down through the memory lane of like, oh my God, I've been here home almost 10 years. If there's anything that I've learned from this past decade is like, just try and work on what you are passionate about. You never know where it's gonna take you. And the more serious you take it, the more kind of like the universe responds and lets you know that you're leading in the right direction. Evolve, because the one thing that's constant is change. So prepare for the change. As much as you might think it's not gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So be ready to adjust to change. Learn something in the digital space. Because the world is becoming more and more tech savvy, I really believe that more and more people should pick up on something that they should learn in the digital space. To be honest with you, I could see myself relocating to another country and making things work in a digital space. I just feel like I can be able to export whatever I have to another place. So I feel like more and more people need to get into that digital space, create more streams of income, and go out there and network. To be honest with you, how else are you gonna like discover if you can be able to network if you don't try? Because that's really just what happened with me when I moved back home. I just tried. Like, to be honest with you, I was just like, who that? Who is he? Which office do I work at? I'm going. Who is she? I'm gonna go introduce myself. So I'm just sharing with you some of the nuggets of the things that I did that helped me navigate moving back home. And I also kind of created like a rule for they say when you go to Rome, do as Romans do. I don't believe in that. When you go to Rome, just watch how the Romans do it and navigate and still shine. That was my rule. Still gonna be my rule. Another thing, take a lot of risks. I took a lot of risks and it paid off. So when people ask me why I stayed, I built something from the ground up. What will I be able to build in the next decade?
Give a lot of hope to my guys who've been backing me since day one.
Pantry is back to looking like bombness. Let me show you guys. Okay. Everything is arranged in order. Anything that expired, I threw it out. A lot of the spices that I have here, I always replenish. A lot of people may not know that, but I always replenish. So I keep a bunch of fresh spices here. So if it's expired, I threw it out. I think there was like 4 or 5 that had expired, so I threw those out. I kind of moved things around. This aisle used to be down here. Moved it up here. Because these are usually like my, I want to say go-to spices, just like this rack. But yeah, so I wanted to put all the glass jars kind of like in the same aisle. But yeah, everything looks neat, arranged. Yeah, so I'm kind of like excited about that. And now it's actually time for me to start whipping up dinner. My dinner is gonna consist of what is in my fridge.
Thought it was a joke at the start, but you know you started through, put me on. Cause I've been known to be a little hard. Girl, any chance that I get, I'm calling. And I know you wanna hear my voice, so you turn it loud. I'm almost there. I'm in your radio. I'm almost there. Oh, you turn it loud. I'm almost there. I'm in your radio. I'm almost there. Oh, I'm out here rooting for you. I stay on the radio. I had your mafia, but I stay on the radio. But I